welcome to Daily Exercise with Danica. Today we are going to be introduced to the stability ball. Now, if you haven't been on a stability ball before, this is sort of a how-to video and how to get comfortable on it and make sure you're utilizing the ball safely before jumping into an exercise program on the ball. Why would we want to use the ball? It's an amazing tool to improve balance, mobility, and function, core strength, back strength, improving pain in the back and core. So it's really a useful tool, but it's super important that you have the right ball and make sure that you're in appropriate space to use that ball. So before getting on the ball, make sure the area is clean around, and make sure if you have never been on a ball before and you feel unsteady or are worried about being on something that's round and might roll away, please have somebody nearby if you need to kind of help you, spot you. I have worked with these for over 20 years, and I have seen people roll off, forward, back, all around, and no serious injuries, but it's still best to be safe and make sure somebody or something sturdy is close by to hold on to, and make sure your area is free of clutter. I always like to begin with the ball braced against the walls. I have seen the ball slide out behind people before. So by starting with the ball behind or braced against the wall, we'll avoid that posterior slide. So when you come in front of the ball, we want to make sure that the hands are on the ball, and we go to sit down. The ball is braced against the wall. Our hands are on the ball. So we really have a good sense of where the ball is, so it's not sliding in any direction. Our feet are wide, so we're in a wide base of support. I'm going to turn to the side because I want you to see how my hips are in line with my knees. It's okay if your hips are slightly higher than the knees, but we do not want the ball deflated and our knees higher than the hips. That puts a lot of pressure on the low back and can cause some injury. So we want to make sure that the ball is inflated enough that we are in line or even slightly higher than our knees here. So as we get comfortable on that ball, we're just sitting comfortably. Our hands are still braced. We're a little wider on that ball, and we're going to just kind of roll our shoulders back and maybe get comfortable with those arms coming off of the ball. So we'll reach those arms up and then bring them back down, so we still have that wide base. If you feel comfortable and you want to begin to bring those feet in a little bit closer, that will challenge balance more, so be mindful of that. And keep those arms going. So again, I like to start with that upper body mobility and posture. Maybe we can bring those feet in even a little bit closer so you can feel the difference and how much more your core has to engage to maintain the ball stability. Let's do two more here. Reaching up and down, and then reaching up and down. Now we're holding onto that ball and just moving the pelvis around. So there's very little movement in the ball. We have our hands on the ball to sort of add a little bit of support and comfort. So knowing that that ball isn't going to roll out away with those hands on. And we're circling back the other way. Now this is good. It's firing up our core. It's creating more circulation throughout the spine and low back. We're strengthening and improving posture. And just bringing awareness to that core center as we get used to being on that ball. Doing ball exercises are an amazing way to work out. So of course, once you get comfortable with it, there's so many different exercises we can do. So this is just preliminary, getting you used to sitting on the ball. And then we'll hold it center. So now it gets a little more challenging. Core is strong. You will feel a little bit more movement in the ball as you shift the weight and lift one leg and then lift the other. So we're just getting used to this. If this feels too challenging, make sure somebody is close by to spot you or spot the ball. Our hands are on, we're against the wall, so we have at least a little bit of support from the wall in our hands. Core is strong, our shoulders are back. The ball doesn't let you cheat with posture. If you sort of just do forward, the ball's gonna roll away. So we wanna stay directly, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Nice and strong, good breathing. And then we'll bring those feet down and just lift the heels up and down. Maybe those arms can come out to the side now, so we're still challenging a little bit more balance now. Starting to feel that deep core working. The ball is also amazing to use as a desk chair as well, so if you're at your desk a lot, maybe push aside that desk chair and use a ball once in a while. Always start with everything in moderation, so maybe start 10 minutes every hour using the ball, because even though it doesn't feel like we're doing anything, our core is working very hard to keep us balanced on a ball. Our brain and body know we're on a ball right now, that it's a circle and it wants to roll, so we are working. Now hold it here, bending one elbow toward the wall as we stretch the other arm out, adding a little bit of rotation. This is more advanced if we want to take those feet a little bit wider to help stabilize. Bending that right elbow as we reach the left arm across. Firing up that core, getting mobility in that core. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, bending the elbow into the wall as we reach that right arm across. Good posture. Inhale, straight out. And again, I recommend people with neuromuscular disorders using the ball safely, but it's a great tool to use if you have Parkinson's or MS, just to help with that body awareness, function, and balance. One more time. And back to center. And relaxing down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bring the hands to the ball. We'll walk those feet in. If that feels okay, out a head turn. Looking to the left and looking to the right. Anytime we turn our head, we're challenging our balance systems. So we're challenging our sight and awareness. So while sitting on a ball, it's going to make it even more challenging. We'll do one more each side. And center, dropping the chin down. Now looking toward those feet and looking straight ahead. Now looking up, we'll add a tremendous amount of challenge to that balance for some of you, so do so carefully. Look back, center, looking down, look back, center, and back up, and down. Let's take a giant breath in, bring those hands together, make sure we feel nice and safe on that ball, all the way up as we inhale, exhaling out. So thank you for joining my introduction to the ball with Daily Exercise with Danica. And please join the next segment if you're interested in doing more series on the ball. It's a fun, really fun, exceptionally great way to exercise and add to your already probably fabulous program. So let's get on the ball. And if this felt fun and pretty easy, felt comfortable with this, let's move on to the next series. Thank you for joining Daily Exercise with Danica. Okay.